I will finally be reviewing the Moondrop X Critical Blessing to Dusk. For those of you guys who don't know, I've been meaning to review this forever, but I've just been procrastinating. Let me see. To get disclaimers out the way, this is my personal unit. I've not been paid or influenced to say anything good or bad about these IMs, or this IM rather. All thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, I'll just get right into it. I'll make this a quick one. So drivability, the Dusk is pretty easy to drive. You can run it off an Apple dongle, just onboard motherboard audio, all that. But if you have like a dongle or like a DAC amp, yeah, that will help it a little. The accessories, the case is the same case as the S8, which I really like. There's plenty of space for you to put stuff in. Yeah, it's a bit chunky, so not the best for pockets, but just for case in like a case in a backpack, yeah, it's great. The cable, it's the copper 4-core braid. It's nice and light and thin, but it tangles a little. The stock tips work fine for it. As you can see, I don't have the stock tips on mine because I sold them, I think. I don't remember where I put them, so I just have some lecture tips on it. Still works though. Let me see. I'll just go into build. So the build, you can see it's the faceplate is metal and it's kind of joined with the resin, I guess. And the resin is clear, nice and clear. You can see the dynamic driver, the BAs, all the wiring and stuff. It's pretty solid. I know people have had issues with the faceplates falling off. Mine have stayed, and I've had them for months now. Granted, I don't use them intensely, so I don't know. Could just be I don't fucking use them that much, or as much as other people, so that's why. I don't know. Or it could be moisture, humidity, climate stuff. I don't fucking know. Wait. Alright. Fit. So these are pretty chunky boys. I know a lot of people have said the nozzle specifically. Let me show you. The nozzle is chunky. More so than the body. People have more issues with the nozzle. I am fine with the shape of the IM, the fit of the IM. It fits me perfectly, like a glove. The nozzle is fine for me, but your mileage may vary. Yeah. If you guys could demo it, or find someone who has it to try it out first before buying it, I would definitely recommend that. Let me see. So I guess I'm gonna go to sound. So for the sound, it's a bass boosted sound, and what I mean by that is, well, if you see the graph, okay. I know I don't talk about graphs a lot, but hey, this is just for visual learning. You can see how there's a mid-bass tuck. So, this leads to, very clean bass because, there's no mud. And also some people who are more into meaty bass can feel like this is a bit anemic or not enough bass. For me, personally, I think it's enough. The mid-bass is enough for me. It could use a bit more, but I'm fine with it. For my music, it still thumps, and it has a nice sub-bass elevation, which I really like. It works with a lot of music that rumbles, makes it exciting. There's decent texture, although it's not the best in terms of DD, I don't think. So I think that's where people's description of the Dusk bass being dry comes in. I kind of agree, kind of don't, but yeah, it's how it is. Let me see. The mids are, forward, not shouty for me. I know some people describe Moondrop mids as shouty, not for me. There's a bit more emphasis on female vocals than male vocals, but male vocals aren't really recessed for me. They're just not as female vocals. As I said, not shouty again. Both sound very clear, very nice, especially female vocals, and higher pitched instruments pianos, violins, stuff like that. Very nice. And yeah, there's a good amount of vocal texture. And yeah, I like Moondrop mids. If you like Moondrop mids, you'll like the Dusk mids. And for the treble, it's, as a lot of people say, that's probably the biggest problem with the Dusk. it doesn't extend as much as it could into the higher, like the upper treble. There's a decent amount of lower treble, but when it goes to the middle, like, the higher frequencies, it does roll off, so there's not as much extension as other IEMs, which is a bummer, but the treble that's there is decent enough, There's no sibilance for me, and yeah. All I wish is there's a bit more extension. And for technicalities, the detail retrieval is pretty good for the price, It's always been the technical benchmark at the price point. Resolution resolves fairly well, as good as it can be for the price point, as I said before. The timbre, I don't think it's the most natural timbre. Could be better. Not saying it's terrible, but I'm pretty sure I've heard better. Imaging is nice. It's solid enough to where where instruments are placed and where sounds are coming from. I'm not the proponent that there's gonna be insane imaging coming from IEMs unless they're multi-kilobug or some shit that I haven't heard, but yeah. Staging, it head stages well. Feels like it's decently wide in the head stage. It's not out of my head or anything crazy like headphones do stage. Let me see. Dynamics are alright. Layering separation, good, it's solid for sure. Yeah. Am I missing anything? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. If I'm missing anything, just ask in the comment section. I'll get to it. And I guess that's final thoughts. I think the Dusk is still a benchmark in the market today. It's solid. But the reason why I will be selling mine is because, to be honest, the S8 is an upgrade in everything except maybe the bass a little bit because it doesn't have a DD driver. Well, DD is a dynamic driver, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I still like the S8 overall much more because it's more detailed, more resolving. It's more, just everything about the Dusk that I like is better. And it fixes the treble, which is my biggest gripe with it, which it really isn't even a big gripe, to be honest. I can live with it. So yeah, that's the end of the review. If I miss anything, please ask in the comment section below. I'll get to it. Sorry for the cursing. I have a bunch of stuff I have to do, so I have to push this out. And I can't be bothered to edit the curses out, so yeah, that's it. Next review, probably the SSR or SSP or one of the Olinas or something. Yeah, see you. Bye.